So today I want to talk about Google Jamboards. Now, the easiest way to get to Google Jamboards is to open your SEMO G Suite for Education account and then go to your waffle, and then you can scroll down until you see Jamboard. It's kind of a circle with a square. It almost looks like a J if you think about it, and then you click on that. So now it shows me jams that have been made before or have been shared with me, and then I can create a new jam. So I'm going to come down to the orange circle in the right hand corner with the plus sign, and I'm going to create a new jam. So Jamboard is kind of like an online whiteboard mixed with a Padlet is the best way I can think of to describe it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to give my jam a title. So I'm going to call it Demo. And then I say okay, and now I have a title. So as you can see up here, I can create multiple frames. That's what these are called. But there's some really cool things you can do within a Jamboard. So I can change my background. So I can give it dots, or I can give it lines like notepaper. I can give it a grid. I can give it a grid with a grayscale background. I can change the frame to blue instead of white, or I can change the frame to black instead of white. But I'm going to go back to white for now. So as you can see right now, I've got it on the arrow, which allows me to point to things. But I have lots of choices over here. So one of the things I can do is change it to the pen, and then I can write. If I was doing this on an iPad, I could use my finger, but I'm trying to do the best I can with the mouse. But I have marker, I have highlighter, I have paintbrush. I also have different colors. So if I want to change this to a blue, I can then, do that. So I have an eraser, so I'm like, oh, I don't want that part. But if I don't want any of this, I can just say clear frame, and it takes it all away from me. So I can create a sticky note, which is where the whole kind of like a Padlet thing comes in. So I can change the color of the sticky note, and I can type on it, and then I can say save, and then it puts the sticky note up there for me. So I can make multiple sticky notes, which is kind of cool. Another thing I can do is I can add images. So when I do that, I can upload an image from my device, or I can use Google image search, or I can bring something in from my drive. So I am going to look at my recent images, and I am going to pick a fun image here. So I'm going to pick that image. And so now it's going to pull that image into, into my jam, and I can tilt it. I can change the size of it. I can do all those fun things with it. When I click on my three dots, I can change. So if I want to send it back or forward, I can duplicate it. I can do all of those things. So for now, I'm just going to move it over here. I can also make circles or other shapes. So let's say I wanted to create, but I want the circles to be the same size. So I can just say duplicate, and then I can overlap them. I can make graphic organizers out of them. I can do all those kinds of things. And these are all the shapes that are available. I can also have text boxes. So, and again, I can tilt it, change the shape, do all those things to it. So I'm going to just type in the box. So it allows me to add text. Something else that's really interesting is it creates like a laser pointer. So if I were trying to present from this Jamboard and I wanted to draw someone's attention to something, I could say, see this right here. And it circles it, but it doesn't leave the circle. Or I could, kind of say, see, that's really important. Or look. And it allows me to kind of create that laser pointer experience. So those are all interesting things you can do with a Jamboard. But something else that I find really cool about the Jamboard is it has the same sharing like you do for docs or sheets or slides or any of those things. So I can, share it with specific people. I can get a link. I can do all of those things like I would normally do with any Google tool.